Hello and welcome to Unscripted. ഇന്നത്തെ റെക്കോർഡിംഗ് നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത് മാമാങ്കം സ്റ്റുഡിയോസിലാണ്. Because the guest today is someone who has danced her way to our hearts and created a space for herself. Welcome, Rima Kallingal. Dancer, actor, activist, feminist rebel. Rima Kallingal over the year has had several labels. And every time she speaks, the internet either applauds or burns. But beyond the noise and headlines, there's an artist, someone constantly reshaping herself and finding new meanings through her art. This episode is about that Rima, the artist who keeps showing up with honesty even when it's inconvenient. So, hi Rima, welcome to Unscripted.
Thank you so much.
When I told my friend അതായത് Rima yes പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് and she was like, okay, amazing, that's great, but ഭയങ്കര ജാടയാണെന്നാണ് കേട്ടിട്ടുള്ളത്. So just be aware of that എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. So it really got me thinking, actors of all the people പല perceptions and judgmentsന് ഇരയാവുന്ന ഒരു sector of people ആണ്, ഒരു professionals ആണ്. Now you of all the people have been at the extreme end of it several times. So what was your outlet that helped you get your peace back?
Get my peace back ഒരു പ്രശ്നമല്ല ശരിക്കും പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, ബിക്കോസ് പീപ്പിൾ അറൗണ്ട് യു നോ യു ആൻഡ് ദോസ് ആർ ദ പീപ്പിൾ വി ഇൻട്രാക്ട് വിത്ത് അല്ലേ. ഈ പറയുന്ന ആളുകളെ നമ്മൾ കാണുന്നില്ല, അവർ നമ്മളെയും കാണുന്നില്ല. നമുക്കെല്ലാവർക്കും ജീവിതത്തിൽ ഒരുപാട് പ്രശ്നങ്ങളുണ്ട് ഡീൽ ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട്. അപ്പം നമ്മളിതങ്ങ് പറയാം, അവരിങ്ങനെ ഒരു കമൻ്റ് ഇട്ട് അവർക്കൊരു മനസ്സുഖം, അവരവരുടെ വഴിക്ക് പോകുന്നു. നമ്മളിത് വായിക്കുന്നേ ഇല്ല, അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് പ്രശ്നമൊന്നുമില്ല, നമ്മൾ നമ്മുടെ വഴിക്ക് പോകുന്നു. I always say this, for the kind of love we get, the hate can't win.
That's a beautiful thing to say.
There's way too much love here. And അതുപോലും എനിക്ക് പലപ്പോഴും തോന്നിയിട്ടുള്ളത് ഞങ്ങളത് അർഹിക്കുന്നില്ല എന്നാണ് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത്. വാട്ട് എവർ യു ആർ ഗെറ്റിംഗ് ഇസ് എ ബോണസ് സത്യം പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ. ആൻഡ് I am extremely grateful that, you know, I get to be an artist in this lifetime without any background in the acting industry, with nobody in my family having, you know, come from this space. I think this is my 15th year here.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, in an industry where, you know, women and actresses are supposed to have a shelf life, I have a young movie fanatic like you interviewing me. I think, you know, that's validation enough for me. അത്ര മതി ജീവിതത്തിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ. I'm very happy.
Yeah, no, surprisingly ഇപ്പോൾ കുറേ വീഡിയോസിൻ്റെ താഴെ ഞാൻ കോമെന്റ്സ് കണ്ടിരുന്നു. They were actually positive. They were saying how you are a misunderstood artist and how much they love to see you and all that. I think it's a great thing to have.
Yeah, I think there are an equal measure of, you know, intelligent and people who get carried away by the algorithm.
Correct.
നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും നമ്മളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കണം എന്ന് വാശി പിടിക്കാനും പറ്റില്ല, പിന്നെ എല്ലാവരും നമ്മളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കണം എന്ന് നമുക്ക് നിർബന്ധമില്ല.
ബട്ട് ആ ഒരു പീസിലേക്ക് എത്താൻ ഐ തിങ്ക്
നമ്മൾ ഐ എം എൻ ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റ്. ഐ ഗെറ്റ് ടു ബി ഇൻ ദ മിഡിൽ ഓഫ് ആർട്ട് ആൻഡ് പീപ്പിൾ ക്രിയേറ്റിംഗ്. ദിസ് ഇസ് പീസ്. ഇതിലും കൂടുതൽ ഇനി എന്താ നമ്മൾ ലൈക്ക് അത്യാഗ്രഹമായി പോകും നമ്മൾ ഇതിലും കൂടുതൽ ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ.
റൈറ്റ്. സോ നൗ കമ്മിങ് ടു യുവർ filmography, we're going to take a look at all the films that you have done so far. Okay. And we'll start with the peak, which is 22 FK, right? So what happened after 22 FK? Because if you look at your filmography, you did certain movies after 22 FK which we wouldn't have expected. For someone who had just done a movie like that, you know, which was a massive hit and still remains a cult classic. So how did your career turn out after that?
So when we say peak here, you're talking about a breakout character that I've got.
Definitely.
Like, because that's not my peak for me.
Right.
Personally.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And a breakout in the sense that if അങ്ങനെ നോക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് ഋതു was breakout for me. Like there's a female representation like വർഷ, like at that point at least. ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ വീണ്ടും കുറച്ചും കൂടെയൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ എക്സ്പ്ലോർ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ I think വർഷ and ഋതു only kind of stereotyped me a bit. Okay. And അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് ഞാൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത് നീലത്താമരയാണ്, എംടിയുടെ ഒരു ക്യാരക്ടർ. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് ഞാൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഹാപ്പി ഹസ്ബൻഡ്സ് ആണ്, വേറെ പ്ലേ എ വാമ്പ്. Okay. Then I go and do a movie called Best of Luck, which was an all out slapstick comedy. And I had my friends, like, you know, ആ സമയത്ത് it was കൈലാഷ്, അർച്ചന, മീ, ആസിഫ്. അവിടുന്ന് ഞാൻ ഇന്ത്യൻ റുപ്പിയാണ് ചെയ്തത്. ഞാൻ പിന്നെ ടി വി ചന്ദ്രൻ സാറിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഇൻഡിപെൻഡൻറ്റ് ഫിലിം ഞാൻ ചെയ്തു ആ സമയത്ത്, ചന്ദ്രനും മോഹനും എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഐ എം സെയിങ് ആസ് എൻ ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റ് ലൈക്ക് 22FK ഒക്കെ എത്തുന്നതിന് ഒരുപാട് മുന്നേ ഇതൊക്കെ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ആസ് എൻ ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റ് I actually want to break away from, like, if I've done a 22FK, I want to not do something like that. Like, at least for a period, you know. Like, I am done with Bold and Beautiful now, like, to an extent that, like, I'm really done with it. And also, എന്താ പറയുക, just portraying yourself on screen is not really challenging in any way. I understand that is how stars are made, maybe. And one, that doesn't excite me. Two, I don't even think we have that space here. അങ്ങനെ അതൊന്നും അല്ലല്ലോ നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടത്. So I would say my filmography has been varied because I kind of like doing it that way. But then most actresses in the industry
would stick to
are just picking from what they are offered, okay? Which is very, very sad material, if you ask me. അതിൽ നിന്ന് നമുക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ട് എന്ന് തോന്നുമ്പോഴാണ് നമ്മൾ, like, you know, if there is, ഇപ്പോൾ there was this movie where മറ്റേ നമ്മുടെ Zakariya Garbhanigal, because I got to do comedy in this, you know. I was really, I loved that. Like, even Bavuttiയുടെ നാമത്തിൽ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള മൂവിയിൽ there's a small portion where and there was and you get to play this very different kind of a look and feel and person from another kind of a culture. I mean, നമുക്ക് എന്തു കിട്ടിയാലും ലൈക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആയിട്ട് കിട്ടിയാൽ നമ്മൾ എടുക്കാം എന്നുള്ള പോയിന്റിലായിരിക്കണത്. നമ്മളൊരു 22FKക്ക് വേണ്ടി വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അവിടെ ഇരിക്കലേ ഉണ്ടാവുള്ളൂ.
So ഒരു length ഒന്നും doesn't really matter to you. It's a variety of roles. I would love to
do full length roles, like, you know, give it to me. It's not there. It's, I mean, I don't think anybody looks at it like that now. Correct. That is a post OTT era that we're talking about, where we all understand that, you know, cinema is also not centered to a particular ഒരു ക്യാരക്ടറിനെ മാത്രം സെൻറ്റർ ചെയ്തിട്ടൊന്നും, അത് ഫിൽം മേക്കിങ്ങും എല്ലാം മാറി തുടങ്ങിയല്ലോ. അങ്ങനെ, you know, nowadays it's very interesting if you ask me. പക്ഷേ ആ സമയത്ത് there was no point, you know. We are just looking for what is coming our way. Adinne endana interesting nu vecha we just picking up. And also it's practice, right? No, Anjali, like, you know, you have to keep practicing your art also. And craft. Appo adu namukku, and obviously livelihood illanallo namukku, this is our job, this is our profession, survival also. But thankfully, you know, I had dancing and you know, I had midiki at that time. I was anchoring,
which is surprising.
So and even now I'm like that. I don't stick to one thing. I do 100 different things on a daily basis. Like in the morning, പാരെങ്കിലും വിളിക്കുമ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ എന്താ പരിപാടി എന്ന് ചോദിക്കുമ്പോൾ I am deciding who I am today. Like, seriously, like, I'm doing interiors for my friends Binale shop. Like, you know, I come here, we're doing 2 shows this month, so we're rehearsing for that in between that. So, and I'm pitching stories which I want to do later on. And there is this director called Shivatmika. She called me from Chennai. So she was like, she's like, I want to narrate something to you. I'm like, oh, okay. But then I'm working with my friends in the industry who are writing stuff for me. I'm not comfortable directing scripts from, you know, people I don't know as of now. And then she's like, ma'am, I want you to act in it. I'm like, oh, I forgot. Okay. I'm an actor also. Okay. Why not? I will read the script. So that is my mind space today. Okay. Like, I mean, as long as I get to create, as long as I get to be in the midst of friends where we are like trying out new stuff, I'm happy.
It's a very happening life.
Yes.
So, you spoke about Rithu, right? So I wanted to ask that also particularly. കാരണം ഇപ്പോൾ ശ്യാമപ്രസാദ് എന്ന ഡയറക്ടറിൻ്റെ ഫിൽം മേക്കറിൻ്റെ ബിഗ്ഗസ്റ്റ് USP is I feel how he writes these flawed characters, these complex relationships. റൈറ്റിങ്ങിലാണ് കുറേയൊക്കെ ഉള്ളത്, but the final touch of course comes from performances. Now you are a debutant. You are like doing this first time. How did you crack it? Because എന്നും ആൾക്കാർ ഏറ്റവും ഇഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്ന ഒരു ക്യാരക്ടർ തന്നെയാണ് വർഷ, and even the movie. So what is that helped you crack that? Because it's definitely
it's definitely Shyam sir. എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു we are the luckiest debutants, me, Asif, Nishan, and the whole crew of the film. Like, you know, the whole crew, I mean, the cast of the movie were newcomers. Once we got auditioned, he got all of us together. I think almost 2 weeks before we started shoot, we were all, like, you know, brought to Trivandrum where we were shooting. We had acting classes. We met the cinematographer who taught us how to, like, behave in front of the camera. We had script readings. We were all so thorough with what we were going to do, and also to kind of figure out who the character is. Like, ഇപ്പോൾ വർഷ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ അതിൽ ഇച്ചിരി ഗ്രേ ആയിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ കാണിക്കുന്നത്. ആസിഫിൻ്റെ ക്യാരക്ടർ ആണെങ്കിലും എൻ്റെ ക്യാരക്ടർ ആണെങ്കിലും, സണ്ണി ആൻഡ് മീ. ബട്ട് ദെൻ he taught us how we should understand our character. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ at the end of the day, the audience might have their own version of who you are, and according to the narrative of the script. But you have to, always have your characters back. So we, all those inputs and how close I held Varsha and how I protected her. I think all of that kind of is how I cracked Varsha. When I look back, I feel.
Yeah. Also, interestingly, പുള്ളിയുടെ most movies ഒരു darker shade characters എപ്പോഴും ഉണ്ടാവാറുണ്ട്. But we never hate them, which is very interesting.
Because very humane.
Exactly. I think we really understand them. Like, okay, they are a little bit flawed, and that I think that's the biggest. That's why I love his movies.
Yeah, me too. I think he goes into our grey shades.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, an audience is like, oh, നമ്മളെ പോലെ തന്നെ. You're not like, oh, you can't morally judge them, because he kind of makes you understand that it's all of us at some point.
Right. Exactly. That's the point. So now let's look back at some of your underrated movies, which I feel now you can add or you can reject if they are not. So എനിക്ക് mainly 3 സിനിമകളാണ് ഇതിൽ ആഡ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ളത്. The first was easily സന്തോഷത്തിന്റെ ഒന്നാം രഹസ്യം.
Oh yes.
Why underrated? Because there are still people who don't know. Like most people would know, but I was talking to my friend and she's like, "ഏതാ ഞാൻ കേട്ടിട്ട് പോലെയാണ്." Wait, let me tell you what happens there. Because it's like, for me, ഞാൻ ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് ഒരു സിംഗിൾ ടേക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു മൂവി കാണുന്നത് ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈമാണ്. Of course, there might have been more global movies, but for me, that was the first exploration. I was like, this is fascinating. How did they do that? So how do you look back at that role?
So first of all, it's underrated, not for me at all. Like, one, for Jitin, because Jitin, it is his first film.
Okay.
See, I have had the experience of shooting and like understanding how this works. Like, endokku parnalum experience matters. Jitin the first film.
Yeah, but that was also very good.
As in hello, like you can't do it without him, right? It'd be like on screen throughout. It is like we both of us have to be on the same page.
Correct.
Allada adu nadakilla. One, definitely for Jitin, and also for Don and Sharon. I think Don is easily one of the most interesting filmmakers we have and I've worked with as well. And Sharonum, Donum Koodi Orimichade, they're partners in real life.
Okay.
So I think there were points when, like, I read the dialogue and I would be like, okay, Sharon wrote that. Like, I know. So, and I love how partners come together and, create something. And I've always found their collaboration very interesting like that. And I think Don really, Ippo Pinnum, I think a lot of people are watching his films. And I feel he really deserves more attention. And, his films need to be out there and seen more.
Yeah. So I saw his movie called Family, which is on Movie. I mean, it was so fantastic, but I think I'll make another video on that because it's so amazing.
Yes, I still remember he had sent me the script. I was supposed to do a role in that. I couldn't.
Okay.
But he sent me the script and I read, and I called him immediately and I'm like, dude, this is so dark. I'm like, dark. Like the how he ends the film, and I'm like, oh, that's dark. I like dark like that.
Yeah. So second movie for me was City of God, which I think is like nallor star-studded movie. There's you, Parvati, Prithviraj, Indrajit, and this Shweta Menon. It's a big star-studded movie, and I think a very interesting representation.
Well made, well written.
Correct.
Yeah.
ഒരു കൊച്ചിനെ അങ്ങനെ ലൈറ്റിൽ കണ്ടിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഐ ഡോണ്ട് റിമെമ്പർ ദ ലാസ്റ്റ് ടൈം ഐ സോ ദാറ്റ്. സോ ഐ തിങ്ക് ദാറ്റ് വാസ് ഓൾസോ, ആൻഡ് യു പ്ലേ ആൻ ആക്ടർ, യു പ്ലേ ആൻ ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റ് ഇൻ ദാറ്റ്. So how was that?
When I saw Lijo work and it being like these 3 parallel tracks that kind of intertwine, and I don't know if you remember, the climax fight is in slow motion. I don't think if anybody has done that until then, at least, for sure. I don't. I mean, എനിക്കിപ്പോഴും ഓർമ്മയുണ്ട്. I was quite in awe of how he conceptualized it, how he like, I think like Shyam sir, he also doesn't mind his characters being flawed and weak, or like, you know, having grey shades, and they're very human, and I really like how he goes all out. അതിലൊരു സിംഗിൾ ടേക്ക്, ഒരു സോങ്ങിൻ്റെ ഒരു ബിഗിനിങ്ങിൽ ഒരു സിംഗിൾ ടേക്ക്, അതിനൊക്കെ വേണ്ടി the kind of effort he takes, how mad he is about cinema. Like, you should interview him. You people will sink.
Really? I'm very scared of him for some reason.
No, please. He's a very nice guy. But yeah, just like all public figures get, you know, stereotyped, I think he's also known.
Yeah, hopefully someday. Yeah. Now, third one is actually a short film. It's called Lalana's Song. Lalana part.
Yes.
I recently only watched it. It's like, it's again dark and little bit, but you had a lot to perform. But again, it was too dark also, and ഇച്ചിരി ഡീപ്പാണ്. അങ്ങനെ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒന്നും മനസ്സിലാവുന്ന ഒരു ഇതില്ല.
Megha is very dark. I loved working with Megha, the director and the writer of that short film. Again, her mind, I'm like, what are you thinking, babe? How does it even go in those tangents? നമ്മൾ വിചാരിക്കാത്ത വഴിക്കൊക്കെയാണ് ആളുടെ മൈൻഡ്. I mean, and that's very interesting, right? Like, I love it when people do something that I know I can't. Like, and I'm always in awe of that. So Megha അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരാളാണ്. Her mind works in very weird ways. But it's very interesting. And she takes us with her.
Yes.
അതെനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടമാണ്. Like, as actors, she handholds us. Like, she'll give us information after information that, you know, we don't have to worry. You're so safe on her set. You don't have to bother about എന്താണ് എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാവാതെ നമ്മളൊന്നും ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വരില്ല.
Very good. So is there anything else you would like to add to this list from your side?
I love ചിറകുടിഞ്ഞ കിനാവുകൾ. എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടമായിരുന്നു that film. Backstage is a film that
absolutely. I think
because a lot of people didn't get to see it, and I really wish more people got to see it.
There was something very, I think because you are an artist and maybe other feeling that you are very much in touch with that role. It feels
and
like,
then it's Padma Priya on the other side, and Anjali's directing, and everybody working on that set of friends, and it was almost like a home production, home video ke cheyna poleyirunnu.
I think there was one very interesting scene where, like, you find out she's married to your ex-crush. Like, it was very, your eyes did all the talking, and I think I really loved that particular scene in the
and
whole.
I also like how Anjali kind of twisted the whole narrative of, you know, it was not about the man, no? She, like, I love her asking, but you are my friend. I'm worried about that. I'm not worried that you've married my ex-boyfriend, but we were friends. What happened to that? I mean, because it is a stereotype again that she kind of completely twisted on its head, which I really love Anjali for.
So now നമ്മൾ ഒരു ചെറിയ ഗെയിം കളിക്കാൻ പോവാണ്. I'll share you two options. You have to pick one. Okay? Yes. So you get to work with Anjali Menon or Ashik Kabu, and you can only pick one. Who would you pick?
What is this?
That's why. That's the game. It's as challenging as possible. So who would
me and Ashik are not working together.
Okay, so Anjali Menon.
But when I direct, I'm going to get Ashik as a cameraman.
Really? Wow. Okay. Now, if you had to pick between your two characters, Bhargavi or Tessa, who would you pick?
കണ്ട ഇതാ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത്, ഇത് ചെയ്യരുത് എന്നോട്. ഞാൻ സമ്മതിക്കില്ല.
It's like Sophie's choice. Okay, dancing or acting?
No, being an artist, come on. Like, അത് dancing, acting എന്ന് ഒന്നുമില്ല. Like, even getting my home ready in the way I want to is like art for me.
Okay.
So,
Got it. So this one you have to answer. Critical acclaim or audience's love?
Critical acclaim.
Okay.
I think audience love follows.
Yeah, definitely. That's true. One powerful scene in a movie or a blockbuster hit movie? What would you pick?
I think blockbuster now, because I've had enough strong scenes. I want a blockbuster now.
I thought so. Now coming to the movies that you are going to do. So Delulu with Anurag Kashyap. So is it too soon to talk about it, or what's the status?
With Anurag Kashyap, but more than that with Shabna.
Yes.
Because Shabna ഇതിന് മുന്നേ 2 പടങ്ങളാണ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഒന്ന് വാങ്ക്, അത് അരുണിയുടെയാണ് കഥ. ഫുട്ടേജ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴും it was Saiju's storyline, and she worked on it. But this is going to be as mad as her.
Really? Wow.
So I'm really looking forward to that.
So is it done or shooting is done?
She has a one line. So we're working on the scripting, and we're working on the production side of it and stuff. But I'm really excited for that. Yes.
So dance ആയി, acting ആയി. Now എങ്ങനെയാണ് artistic horizon expand ചെയ്യാനുള്ള next Remade plan?
Okay. ഞാനീ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഞാനിപ്പോൾ എന്തും ചെയ്യും എന്നുള്ളൊരു അവസ്ഥയിലാണ് നിൽക്കുന്നത്. I definitely want to direct and write. Because
do you have something in mind, or are you like exploring our stage?
No, I have something in mind and we're working on it, and it is, see, we have seen it happen, right? We have been witness to people doing writing, and we have read it, and we have seen how it transforms on screen, how we shoot it, and how people react. ആ മാജിക്ക് നമ്മൾ കണ്ടു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് അപ്പം ഇത് നമുക്ക് ചെയ്ത് നമ്മൾ എഴുതി ഇതിങ്ങനെ ആൾക്കാർ കണ്ട് ആൾക്കാരെങ്ങനെ റിയാക്ട് ചെയ്യും എന്നുള്ളത് അതൊരു ഒരു വലിയ ഇതാണ്. സോ I'm definitely working towards that. And like I told you, like art, I think is just like an extension of yourself. So even with the spaces around you, with relationships, with the way you live your life, to what you are becoming as a human being, to everything is art for me.
Yeah,
so I'm
expanding
in all those directions. Creatively, like I'm taking Mamangam forward. Mamangam is reaching 12 years next year. അപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ 10 years അല്ല, പണ്ട് കാലത്ത് മാമാങ്കം നടന്നിരുന്നത്, മാമാങ്കം എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു ഫെസ്റ്റിവലായിരുന്നു. തിരുനാവായയിൽ ഭാരതപ്പുഴയുടെ തീരത്ത് നടന്നിരുന്ന ഒരു വലിയൊരു ഫെസ്റ്റിവലായിരുന്നു ഓഫ് ആർട്സ് ആൻഡ് ക്രാഫ്റ്റ് ആൻഡ് ട്രേഡ് ആൻഡ് മാർഷൽ ആർട്സ് ആൻഡ് എക്സ്ചേഞ്ച് ഓഫ് ഐഡിയാസ്. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു കൊളാബറേറ്റീവ് പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോം ആയിരുന്നു മാമാങ്കം. അപ്പോൾ അത് 12 കൊല്ലത്തിൽ ഒരിക്കലാണ് നടന്നിരുന്നത്, ഒരു വ്യാഴവട്ടത്തിൽ. അപ്പോൾ 12 years is important for us more than 10 years. അപ്പോൾ അടുത്ത കൊല്ലം ഐ എം പ്ലാനിങ് to do a new collaboration with foreign productions, because like Mamagathinte ideology enna adana, collaborating beyond borders. So we're trying to do that. We're planning a dance festival, we're planning new productions. So yeah, the east side, this is something that I really really want to build on. And I have a few other things coming.
Okay, secret. Secret. Okay. Yeah. So there was this old interview of you which I had seen like ഒരു 10 വർഷം മുന്നത്തെ ആട്ടോ.
എന്തൊക്കെയോ തള്ളിയുണ്ടല്ലോ ഞാൻ.
പക്ഷെ ഐ വോണ്ട് ടു ബി വൺ ഓഫ് ദ ഫുഡ് സോൾജേഴ്സ് ഹൂസ് ബീൻ എ മാർട്ടിർ ഫോർ ദ കോസ് എന്ന് വേണമെങ്കിൽ പറയാം. ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഈ പീരീഡിൽ തന്നെ ചിലപ്പോൾ മാറ്റം ഉണ്ടാവുമോ എന്നുള്ള കാര്യത്തിൽ എനിക്ക് ഉറപ്പില്ല. പക്ഷെ ഐ എം റെഡി ടു ഫൈറ്റ് ഫോർ എ ജനറേഷൻ ദാറ്റ് കംസ് ആഫ്റ്റർ മീ. ഐ മീൻ വി ഓൾ ഹാവ് ടു ഡു ദാറ്റ്. ഇപ്പം ഞങ്ങൾ നിൽക്കുന്ന ഈ ഒരു സ്ഥിതി തന്നെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല പണ്ട്. പണ്ടത്തെ ആക്ട്രസസ് ഞങ്ങൾ ഇപ്പൊ ജീവിക്കുന്ന പോലെയൊന്നും അല്ല അവർ വർക്ക് ചെയ്തിരുന്നത്.
I would say that is true, that in the sense that we stand on the shoulders of so many people who went before us, who walked before us so that we could run. So yeah, പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ അത്രയ്ക്ക് സെൽഫ്ലെസ് അല്ല, ഞാൻ കുറച്ച് സെൽഫിഷ് ആണ് എനിക്ക്.
So I have 2 questions related to that. ഒന്ന്, do you think അതായത് ഒരു 30 വർഷം കഴിഞ്ഞ people look back at you, will they feel that ഭയങ്കര ഒരു misunderstood artist ആയിരുന്നു റീമ, whatever she said was actually a relevant point? അതായത് ഒരു കാര്യം തന്നെയാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. ഇപ്പൊ ഐ തിങ്ക് വെൻ യു ആർ എ വുമൻ ദർ ഇസ് എൻ എക്സ്ട്രാ ടാർഗറ്റ് ആരായാലും ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി ക്ലിയർ. സോ ഡു യു തിങ്ക് ഒരു 30 വർഷം കഴിഞ്ഞ പീപ്പിൾ വിൽ സീ ദാറ്റ് യു ആർ ഓഫൻ മിസ്അണ്ടർസ്റ്റുഡ് ഫോർ വാട്ട് യു സെഡ്, ഓർ ഡസ് ഇറ്റ്, ഐ മീൻ ഐ ആം ഷുവർ ഇറ്റ് വോണ്ട് മാറ്റർ ടു യു മച്ച്, ബട്ട് സ്റ്റിൽ ഡു യു തിങ്ക് ലൈക്ക് ഒരു
I really think we give too much importance to the naysayers. No, seriously, I do think so, because I really think there's change happening around us.
Definitely, yeah.
I can see it.
Correct.
And I can feel it. And I'm living it. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇത്ര ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻസ് ആ ഒരു ചെറിയ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് മനുഷ്യർക്ക് കൊടുക്കരുത് തോന്നുന്നു. I feel I am understood.
Yeah.
that is yeah, I don't think I'm misunderstood because അത് വളരെ ചെറിയൊരു ഒരു
section
പോർഷൻ ആണ്.
മാത്രമാണ്.
പക്ഷെ അതെന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ hate gets amplified more.
Very true, very true.
And that's the algorithm actually, you know. So this, like, you know, this energy I get
Yeah.
is the truth for me.
Correct, yeah.
So the algorithm is just എന്താ പറയാ, it's not even real for God's sake. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ I think we shouldn't get too carried away. I am very very content as an artist, as a human being, you know. And I'm not എന്താ പറയുക, ഞാൻ ഭയങ്കര സേജ്, ഭയങ്കര അങ്ങനെ മറ്റേ ഞാനങ്ങനെ എല്ലാം മറ്റേ ഇത് എല്ലാം അച്ചീവ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കാനൊന്നുമല്ല ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത് കേട്ടോ. ഐ എം വെരി വെരി ഗ്രീഡി, യു നോ. ഐ എം എ സെൽഫിഷ് പേഴ്സൺ. ഐ വോണ്ട് വർക്ക് കമ്മിങ് മൈ വേ. അതൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്, ഇല്ല എന്നല്ല ഞാൻ പറയണത്. പക്ഷേ like I'm very very proud of my journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I love the space that I am in right now. I see women around me owning themselves, owning their space, changed. Like, look at this crew here. Like, you know, there's one guy and the rest of them are women here.
Yeah.
I mean, അത് അങ്ങനെയല്ല കേട്ടോ ഞാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത്. പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത് ഇങ്ങനെ അല്ലായിരുന്നു,
അതെ അതെ അതെ,
ഇങ്ങനെ അല്ലായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'm misunderstood. I think I'm very well understood.
Correct.
And that is why they hate me.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, second thing, you used to do 30, like at least 6-7 movies back to back.
Yes.
And then now it is like reduced to 1 or 2.
Nadannal one.
Yeah. No, but do you think it is a choice you made or like?
No, it's not a choice I made.
Okay.
Definitely no. If I get to do, but I don't think I would do 6 to 7 movies like
Today,
I used
yeah.
to back then. Because I think my process has changed. I think I take much more time to get into a character and get out of it now. Because our novelty factor nammada kazhinjallo. Like, you know, they have seen us in a lot of ways now.
Definitely.
So now we have to really work on a character that
Correct.
comes our way if we have to give something new to the audience.
Right.
അപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് പണ്ടത്തെ പോലെ അങ്ങനെ ഞാൻ അത്രയും ലാഘവത്തോടു കൂടിയല്ല ഞാൻ ഈ ആർട്ടിനും ക്രാഫ്റ്റിനും ഇന്ന് കാണുന്നത് തോന്നുന്നു. ഐ തിങ്ക് ഐ റെസ്പെക്റ്റഡ് വേ മോർ ബിക്കോസ് ഐ തിങ്ക് ദ മോർ യു ആർ ഹിയർ നോ, നമുക്ക് അയ്യോ ലൈക്ക് അതിൻ്റെ അമ്മ എനിക്ക് ഒന്നും അറിയില്ലല്ലോ ഈശ്വര, അങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് വീട് ലൈക്ക് യു ഗോ. അല്ലാണ്ട് നമുക്ക് എല്ലാം അറിയാമെന്നല്ല. with every passing day you are like, oh god, I need to learn more. നമുക്ക് അങ്ങനത്തെ പേടിയാ വരിക.
അതെ 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 അതെ,
ഒരിക്കലും ഇപ്പുറത്തേക്ക് അല്ല പോകുന്നത്. സോ ഐ തിങ്ക് ടുഡേ ഐ ടേക്ക് മോർ ടൈം, like and it takes more time to get out of something also. Like ശരിക്കും കിളി പോവും നമ്മുടെ ഇപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ and I want to enjoy the process of it also, because I really feel the journey is what matters, not the destination.
Definitely.
Like when I look back today, it's the journey that has mattered.
I think that's something every artist should know particularly.
Yes. And my people who I work with matter, because I'm spending, like, you know, whatever precious time I have, I think that is the only currency you have, time.
Definitely.
And if you're giving that to people around you for work, your art, I think that journey has to be cherished. And I really try doing that nowadays. There was a time when it was a blur. You're like something else happening. Okay, award it. Like there was and I enjoyed it. Okay, I'm not saying I didn't. It was lovely. And like I'm sure if I get back-to-back work also, like, you know, I would love it. പക്ഷെ എനിക്ക് അന്നത്തെ പോലെ ഇപ്പൊ പറ്റുമെന്ന് എനിക്കറിയില്ല. I would want to, like, you know, I want to slow down and I want to take my time with stuff.
So is that something that comes with age, like once you grow older?
I think so. I really do think so. I think we really kind of ശരിക്കും ഈ നമ്മുടെ അച്ഛനമ്മമാർ പറയണത് ശരിയാ. എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും. ഓക്കെ മനസ്സിലായി. Yeah, that's actually true, you know. I think you kind of understand, you value everything so much more with time, is what I've understood. At that time your hormones are all over the place, and you know,
you have to do something.
And also you're fed a lot of things that you believe. Then you understand, you idokka nodayanallo. Then you like then you have to start from the scratch to create your own truth.
Correct.
So that all of that takes time. So you slow down.
Got it. Ini കുറച്ച് quick questions ആണ്, like one word this thing.
Okay.
Okay, now if I had to ask you, 3 best male characters that you have seen in movies that you absolutely loved, like, okay, this is how you write a male character. Angane endelum if you have to list out.
റീസെൻ്റ്ലി അയ്യോ നമ്മുടെ ഐ ഹാവ് എ പ്രോബ്ലം വിത്ത് വേർഡ്സ് ഈ 3 ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സായിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ ഇപ്പം അടുത്ത്
ഇതാണ് ഒരു ക്ലൂ തന്നാൽ ഞാൻ കണ്ടിരിക്കാം.
ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. ആരറിയോ ഷെഫാലി ഷാ അഭിനയിച്ച വേർ ഷി ലൂസസ് ആ മെമ്മറി.
Jaydeep Velavath's character. What was the movie's name? I forgot. But some മറന്ന ഈശോ.
അതിൽ ജയദീപിന്റെ ക്യാരക്ടർ ഒയ്യോ ഐ തിങ്ക് ഐ വാസ് സോ blown away by how that character was written, by the absolute sensitivity of
very, I think, ideal husband kind of.
Three of us. Yeah, ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ three of us. Ideal husband എന്നുള്ളതും മാത്രമല്ല, ആസ് എ
സെൻസിറ്റിവിറ്റി വിത്ത്
ഒരു ഹ്യൂമൻ ബീയിങ് നമ്മൾ ഫ്രം ദ മെൻ അറൗണ്ട് us നമ്മൾ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്ന ആ ഒരു സോഫ്റ്റ്നെസ്സും ഒരു എന്തോ അതിലെനിക്ക് ഐ റിമെമ്പർ വാച്ചിങ് ദാറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ബീയിങ് വെരി tuned into it. That was one male character that I really liked. എനിക്കങ്ങനെ പെട്ടെന്ന് അങ്ങനെയൊന്നും ഓർമ്മ വരില്ല. ഓർമ്മ മതി. ഓക്കെ.
Now a co-star whose performance you have felt threatened with, as in a positive way. അതായത് you have to up your game, like to really challenge yourself. കാരണം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മാച്ച് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല അങ്ങനെ ഒരു co-star.
I remember for 22 female courtium, because he was playing this very intense and antagonist and all of that.
Fahad or Fahad only. Okay.
അപ്പോൾ like like settle because they had to get the meter right. Like see, I am the hero of the film. Like ഞാൻ ലാസ്റ്റ് പോയി ഇത് എല്ലാം ചെയ്യും, ഐ കം ഔട്ട് വിക്ടോറിയസ്. സോ മൈ ഗ്രാഫ് ഇസ് സെറ്റ്.
എനിക്കത് വിക്കിപീഡിയ ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വന്നു, കാരണം ചെറുതായതുകൊണ്ടൊന്നും മനസ്സിലാവുന്നില്ല
എന്താ സംഭവിച്ചത്. ബട്ട് ദെൻ ഫഹദ്സ് ഗ്രാഫ് വാസ് not easy.
Yes.
Like appo like Sham and Nashik were all like with Fahad. Appo I was like, hello, njan ivide raala. So they were like, in the sense that because my graph is so clear in the movie, they don't have to like
think too much there
about it. But they were really concentrating on Appo I used to be like like nobody is giving me any bow here. But then I love his performance in that film.
I think it was a cutthroat. Last our face off was like we really wanted a part 2, but it's not ideal.
No, not anymore.
Now one last movie or show that you absolutely loved watching
in OTTs, series,
either way,
movie or anything
that really has your heart. You can name more than one, but
it has, I mean, I know it's very cliched, but I really like Fleabag. Like I keep going back to it. Like I keep going back to the first episode of the second season. that is cinema, like that's masterclass for me in writing to acting to editing to like angles to, like that one episode is everything for me. And a screensaver for the longest time was Phoebe Waller-Bridge with 2 Emmys and a champagne glass.
Wow.
That is what I aspire for.
So interestingly, it is also one of my favorite shows. Ee fourth wall enna peru vannad actually idu kandittana.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
nice.
that is how I was introduced to this word. I was like, okay, I will be that medium who bridges that audience. And
interesting.
It's I had to explain every time, but still the
very
intent was very honest. So the content I was like, okay, this is the name I should go for because she's breaking the fourth wall and that's what I want to do. So that
very
is
interesting.
Yeah. So now we have almost come to the end, and എൻ്റെ ഞാൻ സാധാരണ ചോദിക്കുന്നത് ഒരു കോൺട്രവേഴ്ഷ്യൽ ടേക്ക് ആണ്, but I'm going to spare you of that because I think there's
enough controversies around very, very nice of you.
Yeah, so I'm going to spare you of that. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this is a very special episode for me because when I started and I had like 300 followers, Rima airnu first oru actor, oru famous person to follow me. It was a huge thing. Yeah. It was a huge thing. And
she asked me to act surprised. She already told me this actually. Okay.
The BTS link. Yeah, so me and my friend, when we got to know, used to always scroll it, unfollow idu voililla. It's been a few years and she's still there and I'm so happy for that.
Because I'll tell you why also, because we had very few women reviewing movies at that time, and it was such a fresh take, and and I was, who's this young kid sitting and reviewing. Wow. So
I wish that was my job full time. I would be really good at it.
you really, really have to quit your job and get to this full time. Don't wait.
Yeah, so that is it. Now, one small thing. I want you to sign something for me.
Okay.
This is the thing I'm going to do. I'll get
Oh,
people's
nice.
Polaroid and I want them to write something and, sign it. So here is this. Someday, if I have my own studio, I will put a wall full of
why
this.
not? It's not far away, I feel.
So thank you so much.
Thank
I know
you.
you were really swarmed with work, but thank you so much for taking the time. It was
keep doing keep doing this.
Thank you.
I think it's very inspiring. I hope more women go, watch movies on the first day and review, so that all the bad reviews get kind of washed away.
Yeah. So that was it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. So I'll see you some other day.
Share and subscribe to us.
Yeah. So I'll see you some other day, and it was wonderful meeting you
Wonderful
in
meeting
person.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.